Morning, everybody. Well, we said we weren't going to do it, but we are going to do it. We bought the Wings exhaust for our KTM 1390 Super Adventure Rs. These things are beautiful, amazing craftsmanship, super light, 7.4 pounds I believe it was when we weighed it. The other one is twice that. Very excited to put this on, so stick around. Let's put it on and see what it sounds like. We said early on when we bought these we were going to leave them alone because we like a quiet ride, and we do. We don't really want them super loud, but we want a little bit of tone in it. That's always nice. It's helpful in traffic. It's helpful when you're riding it. You can hear the bike, what it's doing. So we got a hold of Wings, and they weren't released quite yet. I kept bugging them, and they were so nice. They got back to me and said, okay, we'll send you 2 of them. We did buy them with our own money. They gave us a really nice discount on them, but let's do this. First thing you want to do is pull this clamp off. This is a T30, and then there's a bolt right up here that's a T45. Let's remove this first. So I pulled the thread all the way out of the nut on the back side there, just a captured nut there. Pull that out, let it slide down like that. It'll be out of the way enough. Switch to the T45. And then it just slides right off of there like that. See that? This is the original bolt for the muffler up here. You won't need that. They give you a new one. The exhaust comes with 2 carbon fiber covers, little shields, and all the hardware you need. This one here has 3 bolts, 3 washers, and the captured nuts. This one has 2. I'll show you how to assemble these. It also comes with 2 brackets to hold the muffler. They bolt on right here. You really only need this one unless you're running aftermarket side cases. We're not doing that, so we don't need that one. It also comes with a new bolt, so we'll be using that. So with these carbon fiber shields, they give you the bolts and the little washers. And how you do that is you take the bolt and the small washer and you push the little washer up on there, and you put it through the hole in the cover, and then carefully slide these up on there. Don't push them too hard or they will bend, and it kind of keeps it so you don't have to mess around with it and trying to hold too many parts. This is the easiest way I've found to do these. Before you try to put it on the muffler and hold it all in place, just take this, open it up, okay, like that. Release it out of there. I like to put the screw at the bottom. So these just slide right up on there like that. You put one over there. You can put them both over there for now. Get this back together. Just loosely, like that. So they're hanging on there with the threads pointing out. Okay. Then what you can do is actually put it on the shield. And the way I do it is I fumble around a little bit first and shake like I've got some sort of disorder here. And I put the adjustment screw, the tensioner screw on the bottom. Put this one right here. Grab your Torx. And probably not get it to turn, that sort of thing. I tell you, man, some days. Don't cross thread it, just put it in there slowly. Look at me shaking. I need more coffee. weird. Is this something that happens when you get older? I'm very concerned. Anyway, those are kind of captured on there now. It gives you a lot less to fight with, and you can rotate this around. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so the next thing is to install this bracket. It's kind of an offset bracket. The hole is toward one side or the other. You want this pushed toward the front of the bike, toward the front of the muffler. Slide it in between these two, and then install your screws. And if you're like me, you know, you probably had too much coffee and you start shaking and you can't get it started. Oh, good lordy. Anyway, there we go. Just put it on there loosely. Don't tighten it up too much. So I took this little shield and I slid it up on the end here, and one of the bolts screws right into a captured nut that's on the top of the muffler. Just kind of loosely put that in there. Keep this loose, and then we'll go ahead and slide it up onto the bike. Unless you're blind, and so it just slides down there like that. Then you can kind of push this up into the position here, put your bolt in, put the nut on. And now that's kind of where it needs to be. We'll go ahead and put the clamp on and cinch it down. So we'll just slide the clamp back up on here, lift this shield up a little, and then this goes over the two surfaces. Kind of align that, and you can get that started again. Very easy to do. I like to rotate it back a little ways so it's not sticking out. Not too far back so it doesn't hit your swing arm. You want it just kind of at the bottom, inside a little. Doesn't have to be excruciatingly tight, just make it nice and snug. They do give you an Allen bolt with this. All the rest of them were Torx originally, so you need a 13mm wrench and I forget what size this is, but an Allen. Tighten that up. Next step is to come back up under here and just tighten this little hose clamp that holds the shield on. Doesn't take a lot of force on this either, just it's real light. Don't overdo it. Don't monkey wrench it. We got some storms moving in. Yep, we're going to get some weather here. Hopefully it doesn't start any fires in the mountains. I pray for that. It's been so dry. And hopefully we get a good amount of rain with no fires. I know Utah's really burning up. There's quite a few in Oregon too. But okay, so come back and tighten up these little captured screws here that hold the shield on. Again, don't overdo it. Just, you know, make it snug. Now before you run this, they tell you to wipe it down with WD-40 and then wipe it off with a dry rag to get all this. They put a coating on this to keep it from getting damaged or scratched in transport. So wipe that off, make sure that's clean. And then also you only run it mildly for the first 30 miles. Let it warm up gradually. Don't full throttle it and don't go racing or anything, because you'll get hot spots. It'll burn up the packing. You want it to heat evenly. Okay, so that's on there. I'm going to put this shield on next. Okay, we'll take this shield off. You could leave this one on. It doesn't really affect much, but it's nice to have everything matching. Boy, I sure love this bike. It's been fantastic. What a machine. What a weapon. We got about 4,500 miles on them already. And they're just ripping bikes. So get that in there. Don't cross thread it. Be careful. And again, after you run it, check the bolts after the first ride or so. And there we have it. Installed. I'll give it another wipe down with WD-40 again and make sure it's all good. We're going to leave the baffles in when we try it. Let's do a sound test.
What are we doing, baby?
We're going to do a sound check.
Sound check.
Both of them on. We got yours on. I put yours on a little crooked on purpose so it doesn't show right.
Right, yeah.
You know, mine's got to look better.
That's right. Boy, does this bike look good.
Yeah.
Super happy with how this turned out. You know, that exhaust looks nice. We got the aggressive rear tire on the back now. We'll be doing the front soon. I got my Moskomoto 80s in green. I think it gives this bike a really nice stance.
The 80s look good on here.
It does.
Okay, come on, let's check this out.
In all seriousness, let's get back to the seriousness here. See what this sounds like.
This is with all the baffles in it.
It's raining right now. Yeah, this was with the baffles. Give it a bark, baby. These bikes are already warmed up, so don't worry about it. Sounds awesome. Very nice. These bikes are such beasts. We've fallen so much in love with them. When we first got them, I know we've said this 100 times, but we had some issues that made us question them. But boy, once we got them resolved, the experience with these bikes has been incredible. Get it. Get you some. Yeah, we're going to have a rain for the next couple days here, and it's going to make the dirt just perfect up in the mountains. Sounds awesome. But like I was saying, we're going to do a few things here the next couple days, let these rainstorms pass, and then take them to the mountains. We can listen to these exhaust roar. Our neighbors just love us. No, actually, we're probably the quietest neighbors in the neighborhood. This is the extent of our noise. I know nothing ever really shows up on video how nice something sounds, but in person this is really, really nice. Super happy. Oh yeah. Boy, it sure looks good.
Looks incredible.
You know what I like about this setup, the way we have it now, is when this bike was stocked before the bags and before the exhaust and the tire and everything, they look really big. And maybe we've just gotten used to it. They are big bikes, of course, but you know, when you see them on TV and stuff, you think, God, those are massive bikes. But when you get the bags on there and the exhaust and the aggressive rear tire, it just kind of pulls the bike in. It just kind of shortens it up to me.
Yeah.
It makes it look just, because without the bags, it just kind of looks like a long bike.
Let's see what it looks like with you in front of it.
Okay. See what I mean? It just looks more compact and shorter. Don't you think?
So do you.
Yeah, yeah, these cameras put about 20 pounds on you. No, these cameras put about 40 pounds on you.
Huh?
That's what it is. These cameras add about 40 pounds to you.
You are so beautiful, honey. Don't even think about stuff like that. You look great.
Thank you.
The bike looks great. Very happy. Big improvement on the exhaust.
You know, I know this isn't a tire video, but we took these tires out 2 days ago.
Yeah.
We're running 20 PSI in them right now. We've tried, obviously 30 wasn't good. I mean, it's a stiff carcass, they don't flex. 30 was awful.
Yeah, they are
Then
pretty.
then we went down to 25, and 25 wasn't getting any traction. And then we went down to 20, and it still isn't, I don't know. It don't feel that good. But then the stuff that we ran is kind of hard to tell because it's really sandy out here.
That's true.
What's that? What's that?
Probably rain.
Oh yeah, this is your bike. I was thinking that was because my bike was sitting there. I was like, oh God, not oil.
So this is Bonnie, and this is Clyde.
Also known, actually, it's Bonnie and Clyde, but this is actually Fred. This is Friendly Fred. Because he's Friendly Fred because when we first got him, he looked very intimidating and everything. Then after I rode him a little bit, I was like, this guy's friendly. Friendly